Myself B. Malathi, a research scholar under the guidance of Dr. K. Chandrasekharaya garu. In this video, I would like to present a paper of our research group, that is a publication which is related to the cybercrime case study. And the title of the paper is Impact of the RTI Act within a public authority organization towards employee-employer engagement, a case study. Now this is the paper with the abstract including the points that an empirical report on the RTI case studies with respect to the employee-employer engagement in an academic setting is presented. And also this report is an eye-opener with respect to enriching the employee engagement in the organization towards dependable, accountable organizational behavior by adopting the spirit of RTI Act 2005. And then the introduction part. Right to Information Act 2005 is the landmark legislation which is made in India. It is passed by the Government of India and most powerful tool for a good governance. It came into force on 12th October 2005, which is the 120th day of its enactment on 15 June 2005. Now, what does it do? It mandates the timely response to the citizen requests for the government information. Next section, RTI Act and FIR related to the cybercrime in an organization between employer and employee. Now here some figures, the images are provided in as name 1.1 and 1.2. And this images details the complaint to the university VC and an SHO of the police station with respect to a complaint that brought to the light the case of an organized group called JNTUH Jack. Now they have abused the academic institution violative of Prevention of Abusive of State Emblem of India Act 2005 as well as the sedition law. Now what is important here is whether the university authorities nor the police have took any remedial initiative despite the representation. Now with this result, as a result of this, the academic environment was vitiated. Now moving on to this figures 1.1 and 1.2, this is the page 1 of the complaint to the VC, JNTUH and SHO KPHB police station. So here it is from and to the Vice Chancellor JNTUH and the subject, and these are the details that is provided along with the screenshot of the website. And this is the page 2 of the complaint. And this is the RTI Act application to the ACP of Kukatpalli. The number of registrations are also mentioned in this. Now towards the remedy, as mentioned in this figure 2, that is FIR, the informant submitted RTI application to ACP Kukatpalli Division, Cyberabad Commissionerate. That is shown in this figure, this one. And next, the ACP directed this RTI letter to the Inspector of Police, who responded that no case was registered in this regard. As the issue was pursued, finally an FIR was registered against the unregistered organized group JNTUH Jack, and that is shown in this figure 3. This one. This is the FIR. Okay, in KPHB police station, Kukatpalli. In another approach, was adopted to record the issue to make the stand effective by presenting a research paper and to elicit the expert opinion in the matter. The university authorities were reluctant to respond with respect to this matter. And later, the inspector of police communicated about a person who was arrested with respect to the case and released after the culprit furnished sureties. The police pursues with the university with respect to the relationship between the fake government of Telangana versus JNTUH and the genuine government of Telangana that is prevailing on the basis of parliament enacted law. And this registrar responds that the information asked by the author, that is RTI applicant, is not clear. On the appeal by the author applicant, the rector asked the PIO to furnish the information within 3 days, but that lost in vain. The police department communication does not dwell upon the sedition law violation at all. And then in the figure 4, the RTI applicant author pursues with university with respect to the relationship between the fake government of Telangana versus JNTUH and genuine government of Telangana that is prevailing on the basis of parliament enacted law, and that is shown in this figure. And here the section 20 of 2, that is RTI Act, entitled Recommendation of Disciplinary Action Against the PIO to the higher authorities, and that show cause notice would be served to the PIO as to why a penalty should not be imposed on him under section 20 of 1 of the RTI Act, and personal appearance to the VC JNTU to give a detailed explanation in the case for not furnishing the information within the stipulated time of 30 days. Despite the same, the university authority lapses later on 2. And then moving on to the next figure 5. Now this is the case study of motivating us to come up with the innovative form, that is the People's Governments Forum, that is PGF. And the website address is URL is provided here. And this aims to disseminate the national information by inculcating in the educated youth the national spirit and broad discourse and basic awareness of the cyber crimes to understand positively for a good society. This is that particular PGF forum web page. And then the conclusions and future work. Now, this RTI Act 2005 is a priceless effective instrument for an employee to remedy the lack of probity in the organizational administration by engaging the employer to ensure positive organizational behavior. Now, the RTI Act and the FIR related to the organization between the employer and employee together for better result of the common goal. And the common goal of ICT is to develop the knowledge society, which is Vignan Bharat, and that is a progressive and cybercrimes free society, which is established in terms of cyber law, cyber ethics, digital India, etc. Now, in India, population is high and cybercrimes are increasingly reported day to day. Some cybercrimes have very massive base. Now, it is challenging to the governance in the academics for nation building, whereas nation building is a continuous exercise. Thank you.
Thank you, Anka, so much.